Good morning, beautiful people. So welcome to day 16 and of 30 days of blissful yoga for easy weight loss. All right, so today we've had a request from one of the members about the ankles and the hips, because she's having some difficulty sitting in Sukhasana, so sitting cross-legged. And that will also go on to the diamond pose, which is sitting with the legs folded, which I will show you shortly. So in order to do that, I'm sitting on a block, so sit on a block or a pillow, and then bring your feet together in front of you, and then interlacing the fingers around the toes, and really bringing your shoulders back and down, lifting through the chest, lengthening through the neck. And let's just first of all wobble our knees lifting and lowering our knees like a butterfly. So this is one of the best ways that you can really open up through the hips. So this is a good way to start before you sit and cross-legged. Just do this for a little while to open up through the hips. Okay. So from here, let's cross our legs. So now I've done a video, and you can see the description below, which shows you different ways that you can use props in order to find it easy to sit cross-legged. So please just refer to that video and then come back to this one. So once you're sitting in your comfortable cross-legged position, we're just going to tune into the body first of all this morning. So placing both hands on the knees, palms facing down. Let's inhale, raising the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale and letting the shoulders drop all the way down, lengthening the neck and pulling in the lower belly, gently closing the eyes, and just becoming aware of the sensation of your breath. Observe how when the breath comes in, it is cool, and as the breath goes out, it is warm. So not trying to control or alter the breath in any way, not trying to change the temperature, the speed rather, you can't change the temperature, not trying to change the speed or hold the breath or anything, just natural breathing. And while you're doing this, just put a gentle smile on your lips. The whole concept of fake it till you make it actually works, although we don't have to fake it the more we do yoga. Just one last natural breath in and out, observing the sensations of the air as you inhale and exhale. And let's bring the palms to chest to repeat one Om together. Press your thumbs against the breastbone, other four fingers pointing upward, shoulders down, belly and neck long. Inhaling. Beautiful. And releasing the hands. Okay, so let's start first of all. We'll just bring the knee in front of us so that the thigh comes straight down from the hip. And then just bring the opposite ankle, which in this case is my left ankle, on top of that thigh. And we'll put the fingers in between the toes. Great. And then just start rotating the ankle So again, just sit in whatever way is comfortable. So we rotate in one way and the other. And the reason we put the fingers in between the toes is that the meridians, or the nadis, the energy channels that go through the body, they go from the toes through the fingers, the main ones. And so creating space through the toes really helps to move the energy. So we're just working through the ankles here. So if you're finding it difficult sitting in any of the postures because of your ankles, this will really help. And this way that we're sitting is also continuing to open up through the hips. So let's lovingly rotate that ankle just a little bit more. Beautiful. And let's now change the legs. So bring the left thigh directly from the hip, placing that right ankle on top of the knee, and then fingers in between the toes. And lovingly rotating the ankle. Now you don't have to move fast. I was probably moving a little bit fast because I'm thinking about what I'm doing, and so it's time to just rest and relax. Stop thinking about the future or the past. Just be here in the present, and feel that rotation through the ankle. So keep pulling the belly in, shoulder blades toward each other, lifting the chest as you rotate the ankle with your fingers in between the toes. So anytime you're sitting cross-legged, you can just put your fingers in between your toes. And don't forget to wash your hands after. Okay, lovely. Beautiful. Alrighty, so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to sit in Vajrasana, or the diamond posture. So again, there's a link below in the description on how to sit in the diamond posture in such a way that is easy for you, because we want to be very comfortable when we do these exercises. So move the buttock flesh away from the heels, and then sitting back on the heels, and bring the tailbone down, the belly in. The knees are together, and then I usually move the skin of the knees back. And we want to have a nice straight back, so you sit in the way that works. Now sitting in Vajrasana, or the diamond pose, or the rock pose, really works on a digestive system. So it helps with digestion because we're working through gallbladder and meridian when we sit this way. And it helps to reduce acidity, so it's really wonderful for weight loss. Okay, so we'll start first of all just by clasping the hands behind the back. So I've just got the fingers interlaced like that, and then just straighten the arms and bring the shoulder blades toward each other, and I'm pulling the fingers apart. So it's like sort of a U shape, and I'm pulling them apart without pulling them apart. And just observe which thumb is on top, pulling in the lower belly, relaxing the face. Inhale, lifting the arms all the way up. And as you exhale, bringing the sternum or the chest forward as you slowly bring your forehead down to the floor. Now, if your forehead is not touching the floor, then just place a block underneath your forehead, or as many cushions as you need. So just opening up through the shoulders here. Keeping the shoulder blades together, and keep pulling the fingers apart and lifting the hands toward the sky as the arms come overhead. Wonderful. So of course this is doing a lot of work through our ankles as well. Now let's change the interlace of the fingers so the other thumb is on top this time. So really pulling those hands together. Get your posture right first. So we have the heels right on the front part of the sit bones. Bring those hands down towards the feet, shoulder blades together, belly in, face nice and relaxed. Inhale. And as you exhale, stretching the arms behind you, chest coming forward, all the way forward. And as I say, place a block under your forehead if you need to, arms overhead. Keep pulling the fingers apart, lovingly opening up through the shoulders. Inhaling to rise. Beautiful work, everybody. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is sit in Dandasana, which is the stick. So again, if you need to, sit on a cushion or a blanket. So we stretch both legs out in front of us. And what I'd like you to do is make sure that you have a strap for this exercise today. So I have a strap here. And what I'd like you to do is to get the strap and just put it through 2 loops and out 1. So now some of you may need 2 straps for something we're going to do today, but just, you know, do what you can, and you can always come back and try it again later, or pause the video and jump and grab one. Okay, good. So we're going to start first of all just placing the strap onto the balls of the feet and then sitting yourself up nice and straight. So you notice I pull the buttock flesh away, the legs are nice and firm and strong, and I bring the heels away and press the heels down. So we're not having the heels off the ground at this point. So I've got my knees strong, but I'm bringing my heels down. And I have the strap, one in each hand like a horsey, and then I'm just working on lifting the chest, pulling in the lower belly, shoulder blades coming down the spine, neck is long. So getting some, and then press away with the balls of the feet. So you're really pulling the hands back and pressing away. So you're getting a dynamic action going through the ankles here. And you're also working on really lifting and opening the chest. It's wonderful for your posture. Okay, and now let's release and just place the strap over the left foot and still holding up nice and straight. And then just lift that left leg up towards the air. Okay, and so flexing that foot all the way back and then pushing away with the ball of the foot. So allowing your arms to move with the foot. So you're still maintaining a firm grip, but it's the ankle which is making the movement here. So we're just getting a nice stretch through here, through the ankle, and pressing through the ball of the foot. Press it away as much as you can, and then flex it back as much as you can. Beautiful. And let's go to the other foot now. So placing the strap over the ball of the foot, and then flexing the ankle all the way towards you. So make sure you're getting your posture nice and straight, arms are straight. Excellent. And then pressing the ankle, the ball of the foot away. So let's do that a couple of times. So feeling it, there's no rush here, just feeling that movement. Now press the ball of the foot all the way away, and then flex it all the way back, releasing the strap, and then releasing the leg. So to make it strong, so let's just lift the left leg with the arms by the sides, pressing through the hands, fingers pointing forward, and release. And now through the right leg, and release. Brilliant. Bend your knees in, give them just toe tips on the floor or lifted, and really see if you can keep lifting that chest. Great, wonderful. Okay, now let's place that strap around the balls of both feet. But actually, yes, no, let's keep going that way. All right, so around the balls of both feet, and really pressing them both away and bringing them both back very strongly. And then bringing the hands to the side of the body, fingers pointing forward, and see if you can just lift the feet off the floor just a little bit. Just so you will need to lean back a little, pulling in through the belly, lifting the feet off the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Every opportunity we can get, pulling in one knee for our core work. Lifting the other leg off the floor now as you're holding the knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and swap. So bring the foot to the ground if you wish, otherwise try not to. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Pulling in both knees, rounding the back this time. And you can roll backward and forward on your spine. Rolling, rolling, rolling. It's getting all those kinks out. There are a lot of kinks in our spines. Okay, beautiful. Now, sitting back in Dandasana, in the stick posture. So the fingers are together, arms by the sides. And remember, you have the elbows nice and straight. Bring the shoulders back, shoulder blades together. And keeping the chin in, so you have a nice profile there. Beautiful. Now, what I want you to do is just move the hands back a little and then bringing the tops of the feet onto the floor as you lift the hips. So holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the feet down and then sliding the hands towards the feet, grabbing the outsides of the feet and bringing yourself down. And then inhaling, 10, and exhaling. And inhale, 9, and exhale. So we're getting some core here as well as working through the ankles. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the last one, just holding the outsides of the feet, and if you wish, using that strap again. So let's move that buttock flesh away, and so if you need to, or if you wish to, use the strap, and then just bring yourself all the way down. So if you're not using the strap, grab the toes with your fingers like an oven glove or a crab, and then lift the elbows up, and exhale, bring the chest forward. So this is to try and reduce some of the rounding in our spine to begin with. So just really coming forward, and then grabbing the outsides of the feet, bending the elbows face down. Now again, if you wish, you can use a block or a pillow on your shins. So whatever you do to get some contact with the forehead, the third eye, really helps to rest. One more breath. Beautiful. Bring yourself back up. Okay, now we've got this block in a big loop. So what I'd like you to do is to drop the belt over your body, like so. Okay, now make sure that the buckle is at the side so that it's not going to dig into your back. So we bring the strap just underneath the armpits. So what it's going to do is really help to bring our dorsal spine in, the spine, at the upper thoracic. Okay, and then what we're going to do is bring our knees in, and then loop the belt over the balls of your feet. So your feet are together, and then using your hands to get the balance. And then you see how I've just opened up my shoulders and lifted the chest. So the hands are by the sides, straight through the arms. So this is where you may need to use two belts, because it depends on how far you can get your chest close to your legs. So if you're having difficulty getting your chest closer to the legs, then you just add another belt to it to extend. Okay, good. And now, working on your balance. Bringing up one arm, and then the other. Whoa. It's early in the morning still. Come on, Julia. Focus. There we go. Beautiful. So there we have a supported Navasana, or the boat pose. Now, let's move that away and do it without. So, bringing the legs out, sitting up nice and straight, arms out to the sides, so palms facing each other, and leaning back and bringing up your feet as high as you can go. So this is really good to learn how to really bring those shoulders back, lifting through the chest, and bring the dorsal spine in. 10, 9, I'm shaking, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Cross the legs and coming back up to seated. Well done, everybody. Okay, so now we're going to come to the wall. So we're going to stand up. So please bring your mat towards the wall and have your strap. And what I'd like you to do with the strap is to make it smaller. So I'll just show you here. It's easier if I just do it that way. So make it smaller, and I make it as small to size that both my feet can fit in the strap, but I can still hold it with my hands a little. So about like that. Okay? So let's do that first of all, and then get ready to stand up. And we'll do a bit more work through our hips and our postures. Okay, beautiful people. So you've got your belt in a small loop and you're near a wall. So let's start first of all. I'll demonstrate by standing sideways, just putting both feet inside the loop, and I'm going to put the loop around the middle of the feet. So I've actually got my feet hip width apart. So just readjust the strap until you get that. And I have the outsides of the feet, the heels coming toward the outside of the mat, and the insides of the feet are parallel. And then the strap I'm going to just bring through the legs and behind me. Now, pulling in the lower belly, lifting the chest and lifting the kneecaps. So lifting the legs from the inner heel all the way up. And just walking my hands down that strap as I lift the chest, and then pulling the strap up as I straighten. So I'm pressing down through the feet, I'm pulling the shoulders all the way down, and I'm really pulling the tummy in. Now you stay there, I'm just going to turn around so that you can see it a little bit better. So you can see how with that strap I can really pull the shoulders down. I can really bring the dorsal spine in and really working on strongly through those legs, pressing, bringing my weight back a little into the heels. It's actually quite strong work. I can lift and separate all the toes, allowing the energy to flow through the feet, through all the nadis, feeling the energy flowing through the body strongly as your posture realigns. Beautiful. Keep bringing the tailbone down, wrapping around toward the navel, lifting the sternum, lengthening the back of the neck, head slightly tilted downward, like there's a mango firmly under your chin. Good. Bend the knees. And then change the grip of the hands behind you. So if you had right hand on top, this time make it left. And I'm bending through the knees, walking those hands. So now just bending those knees, curling back a little and pulling back up again. So pulling in the lower belly, bring the shoulders back and really working on getting those shoulders down as far from the ears as possible. Pressing down through the feet, lifting the toes, to mobilize the energy. Bring the weight slightly back to make sure that you're nice standing tall. And release. And just feel the effects of the exercise. Stretching the fingertips toward the floor. Pulling in the lower belly. Shoulders back. Face relaxed. Beautiful. Okay, now let's put that strap over our right foot. We'll just do a little bit of hip work here. So we want to bring the left foot such that it is underneath the hip as much as possible. Here we go. And the right foot on the wall directly out from the hip, and then bring that right hip down. Okay, so we're swinging it down to keep nice and square through the hip, and then grabbing that strap with the right hand as you inhale the left arm up all the way to the sky. Now keep working on bringing in the dorsal spine, straightening up the neck, and pressing through the base of the big toe and the heel of both legs. And really bringing the shoulders back, stretching that left arm up, pinky finger rotates toward the face. Belly in, relax the face. Beautiful. And then see if you can bring your foot off the wall and just balance. That's it. Some of you may like to try bringing the foot out to the side. It's entirely up to you. Doesn't really matter, just for fun. And pull that knee into the chest as you release the strap. And we'll change to the other side. Okay, so strap under the foot. And bringing the foot, let's get that right, onto your wall. A little bit high there, there we go. Okay, so I've got my thigh directly out from my hip, and I'm holding, and then first of all just bring that left thumb onto the left hip crease and draw that down so that we're nice and level through the hips. And then grabbing that strap with the same arm as leg, so the left hand. And then inhale as you bring the right arm up, pinky fingers toward the face, thumbs coming away, thumb rather. And keep pressing through both feet, keeping both legs nice and strong, opening up through the collarbones, looking straight ahead. If you can, bringing that foot off the wall, maintaining the balance. If you wish to, swing it out to the side. You don't have to. Or just keep it at the front. And then pulling that knee in, just release through the hip. Beautiful. Okay, now it's time to start a short flow using these exercises. Are you ready? Okay. So standing at the front of your mat, big toes touching heels apart, tailbone down, wrapping round toward the navel, lifting those legs. And let's inhale both arms up, and then swan diving the arms as you bring your fingertips down to the floor. Releasing the body, the face toward the ankles, grabbing the ankles and bringing your face down. Or any part of the legs. That's it. And then inhaling, flat back. And as you exhale, right leg back. And then inhaling, lifting into the lunge. And exhaling, bring the foot back into down dog. Inhaling, left foot coming directly out from the hip, a bit close to the wall there. Exhaling, left foot forward. Inhaling, lifting up the right leg directly out from the hip, just like we had on the wall. And exhaling, feet down, face to the shins. Inhaling, flat back, and coming up in whatever way that you like. Inhale and exhale, palms to chest. Inhale, stretching up, stretching all the way back, and then exhaling, palms down, towards the floor. Inhaling flat back, and this time the left leg comes back, and then lifting into the high lunge or the low lunge, you choose. Exhaling into the dog. So instead of dog, you can come into the cat position on hands and knees. Inhaling, lifting the left leg up this time. So I keep hitting the wall here. Excellent. Pressing back through those hands. Exhaling, left foot forward. Inhaling, raising up the right leg. Exhaling, bring the left leg back. Face the shins. Inhaling all the way up. And exhaling, arms out to the sides. Stretching those fingers down, feeling the effect through the body. Lengthening the neck. Inhale and exhale, palms to the chest. So, that's all we have time for today. So if you wish to do, so you can play this last section again and again and do the flow as many times as you like. Have a beautiful day. Go outside, get some fresh air, have a walk. It's the best thing for the body and mind. So helping today to align the core and to work through their ankles so that it's easier for you with some of those seated positions. And remember, when we sit in the diamond posture, that's wonderful for the digestion and really helps to get that teeny tiny little waist we're trying to get. Okay, I'd really love to see some comments below. Let me know how it's going for you. I know that doing this for me every day, I'm seeing changes already in my body and mind. With love.